everyone, it's Mina, and I am currently nursing my youngest. Oh, she popped off to say hi. Say hi, Mahina. Hina. So I'm currently nursing, as you can see. This is a labor of love for sure. I have to nurse probably every other hour, sometimes on the hour. I guess you could say if I'm lucky it's every 3 hours. But I do it because I love my daughter and I love to be of service to her and her needs, of course, because why would I want to be anywhere else but with her during these really early stages. She's only 9 months, and even my 3-year-old, who still nurses here and there, I love to nurse her when she needs it, if she is not feeling well, or maybe if she's having trouble sleeping at night, which thankfully real recent, like 2.5–3 weeks ago, she stopped having to adjust her. She stopped having to be nursed to sleep, which was a huge thing for me because, I was having to, tandem more than I'd like, which means to put both of them on at the same time, because it can be really uncomfortable. And as I've expressed in my first couple videos with my breast implants situation, it's a lot more painful, I think, than the average woman for me to nurse, because I've, damaged the area around my nipple. Well, mainly because of the piercings, but also the fact that the implant went through the areola. So, it's like I said, it's a major labor of love, but I wouldn't change it for the world. This is the best job I've ever had in my life. I get to be around my kids, learn from them, grow, give them the best nutrition in the world. I mean, mother's milk has all the essential nutrition that they need. Everything. You name it. If they have any sort of stomach issue, it helps them digest. Like I said, if, my eldest Aloha is not feeling well, it makes her feel hundreds times better right away. So it's a gift, and I use the gift that I naturally have to gift them what they need. I mean, it's amazing. I just am in awe of what nursing does for these babies. I mean, her cheeks are red from just waking up from a nap and nursing to sleep first, and now she's wanting more when she woke up. We had something yesterday actually that didn't agree with us, and today it was something actually vegan, and today it was a smoothie. I'm not going to even name where it's from, but I'm not going back there again, because even the first time I went there and had one, I didn't feel right. And I never usually eat smoothies when I'm out unless it's like my daughter really, really wants one, and then okay, I give in, because I don't want to, I don't want to make her unhappy, but at the same time, she doesn't always deserve to get her own way. There's just a balance in life that I'm still trying to strike with her, because she's, she's turning 3 on the 29th, and this little 9-month-old, it's different because she doesn't eat very often. Our staple in the morning is apple bananas, and she'll have maybe a 1 or 1.5, sometimes 2 or 3 if they're small. But Aloha likes hers cut. She's always like, cut nanas, and I give her that with honey, like a little tablespoon, and a little sprinkle of vanilla and cinnamon, and she's ready to go with all those bananas. And she usually has about like 4 or 5, because these apple bananas we're talking, they're like super small. I mean, they're but they're amazing. They're local organic, and they're from Molokai, which is a beautiful little island like 20 minutes east of us from Oahu. So, I just feel really blessed to have all these local fruits and vegetables, especially having just come from the mainland I'm being so inspired by my friend Tasha Miley, who you have to check out. She is under Sexy Spiritual Tasha Mama, and she does breastfeeding videos and videos about veganism and a whole slew of amazing information and material that really just got me thinking, like, you know, there's so much I want to share as well. And yeah, she's just a huge inspiration and great friend of mine, so big ups to you, girl. Thank you. And so yeah, back to what I'm talking about today. So breast milk, breastfeeding. I still get dirty looks sometimes when I bust out my boob in public. You know, I have a nursing cloth, but let's face it, when they're even 1.5 or even 1, they're trying to pull that off, or, you know, move it around their head, and like, anyone's gonna see your boob if they're looking. And it's like, to me, who cares? It's food. It's natural. I'm giving my daughter exactly what she needs. I'm giving her something that's wonderful. It's like liquid gold. It really truly is. Because anytime, like I said, she's not feeling well or something, you know, it's magic. Anytime Mahina, which she hasn't had anything more than like the sniffles, it goes away in an instant, because she wants to be on film. Because her immune system is much cleaner even than my 3-year-old's, almost 3-year-old. Because she's so fresh and new here in this world. So, here we are, excuse me. So anyways, you know, it's, like I said, it's liquid gold. I am so blessed to still even be able to nurse after what happened to me and my breast augmentation incident with, you know, removing them. But I can, and any other woman who's had implants removed, which I do have another friend that has had the same experience, she still nurses. So here we are. Here I am. So I'm feeling very lucky and blessed to have even been able to bore children after a couple times of even trying throughout the last, well, from the last 10 years before I was able to even have a child. So, you know, I feel like they were definitely a direct connection to my not being as fertile, and also having a big awakening with more self-love. So, you know, with milk and normalizing it in public, being able to nurse in public, that is, it's huge. I mean, all us women should really be supported the first 2, 3, heck, 4 years while we're rearing our children. You know, those first 4 years, we should be at home with the kids. It should be a program that's just a natural thing that, you know, if you're employed by someone else, me, I'm self-employed actually, but entrepreneurial spirit vibes are not always, you know, the case with everybody, and I still work for people from time to time, but I like to have my own schedule mapped out, especially because I am a stay-at-home mom and I work with them constantly. I don't have sitters. I'm not enrolling Aloha just yet into preschool, although I'm very close to doing it. I'm just having to research more, and it may not happen until she's 3.5. I mean, she'll just be 3 real soon here, so I got time. You know, I have my goals. So yeah, I am just a 100% supporter of mothers being at home with their kids at least the first couple years to 4 years, because on average children nurse for 2 to 3 years, at least the ones that I know that have a mother who gives them mother's milk all the time. Now, and this is not to judge any of the mothers that have their children on formula and that don't nurse at all. Sometimes there's, you know, complications. I understand you can't always, you know, do it. Maybe it's not even a complication. You're obligated to go work. You're a single mom. I understand that. But I think having the right resources and information out there for all us mothers so that we can, you know and at least formulate a plan with sharing milk or, you know, pumping. Even though I'm not the firmest believer in pumping, it's very unnatural. It's actually very uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I really literally felt like a cow, like here's my udders and I'm just getting these things like mechanically, you know, squeezed on to push milk out. It just wasn't, it didn't jive with me. And plus I don't have good results with these different kinds of pumps that I've tried. I just don't really, I can't get much out. So anyways, my point, main point, is that it's so important for us to, as mothers and fathers, to refocus our energy the first few years of our children's lives and make breast milk the most important nutritive supplement that our kids can have. It raises their IQ, heightens their immunity. You know, my kids are not immunized, and you know, I don't want to vaccinate my children. I don't think it's necessary, especially if you're eating an extremely clean, organic food group. If you're plant-based, if you're, you know, someone who is very conscious about where they get their food, then it's not an issue to, I believe, get your kids vaccinated, because they are getting all the milk, they're eating properly and all that. So anyways.